Hello everyone, this is Astocky here and welcome to a new episode of A New World. We're going to call this a Stocky Pack World, and I have a seed. So for those of you who have to read this back to myself a couple of times to make sure I get it right. So I'm just going to pause the video and come back in a few seconds. Okay, so basically what I am doing is I am creating a new pack called the Astocky pack, and I'm intending to make it available to everyone. It is a pack that is a simple batch script that will give you the links to all the mods that you need to download, and once you've downloaded the mods it'll install them all for you and it will configure everything so that it works and you'll be ready to play. So I'm aiming to make this available to everyone soon. Please let me know if you'd be interested. Put some comments in the video, let me know what you think. I'm aiming to make the pack available, and what I'm also looking to do is I'm looking to update my server to be a server with this pack instead of a Tekkit pack, because there's a number of problems with griefing and other things with the Tekkit pack, so I'm aiming to make it this pack. So I guess what I'll just do is I'll get started in the world now. The pack has a number of mods put in them. I'm going to put the links to all the mods. Actually, I'll put the names of all the mods in the description, because like I said, I spawned in a jungle. I do intend to make the mod pack available to basically everyone, and the links are going to be included in there, and they're AdFly links, so when you click on them, the developers will get the credit for it. So it's not like I'm stealing from the developers or anything like that. Ooh, some cool looking caves. But this is a jungle, so the first thing you need to do is you need to get wood. Ooh, actually, I probably should take my inventory to get that out of the way. So you'll notice that NEI did not come up. This is a 1.2.3 pack, and unfortunately NEI is a little bit bugged with 1.2.3. So I haven't got that installed, but I do have Craftbook installed. So once I get some reeds, I have every intention of once I get some reeds and make some paper. Come on, you stupid thing. Yeah, I have every intention of making sure that I make a Craftbook as quick as I can, so I can show everyone the recipes of what I'm making for the, I guess you'd call them the less common items. You'll see down there that I have picked up some seeds and some flax. So from the flax you can tell that Red Power 2 is installed. You obviously won't be able to see it yet, but Buildcraft is also installed, and also Industrial Craft. So you know, all the, I guess you'd call them the regular mods, are all there. Just going to make a few more items now. Axe and a sword. Everyone needs a pick. I occasionally like to have a shovel, but I don't think I'm going to make a shovel. I think I'm going to get some stone before I do that. Going to make a hoe, just maximizing my achievements. Actually, you go there, you go there. I think that's a good start for now. I have the timber mod installed. Now you might ask why it is I've gone for timber instead of one of the other mods like Tree Capitator. Timber is an excellent mod that's really easy to configure. And also the developer's pretty good in terms of making sure that he, which is the Crush, or at least I'm pretty sure that's how you say it, is pretty good that he has basically given, free to anyone who wants to use his mod in a pack. And although I'm still downloading from his links, so that he's still getting all the credit for it, I am not downloading them from a server or anything like that. Yeah, so there's red power trees. I was hoping I'd be able to see like an oil slick if I just looked around a little bit, so that you could see that Buildcraft is installed and Industrial Craft. Forestry would work just fine with this mod pack because this is not the Technic launcher, but I don't particularly like the way the developer of Forestry has kind of locked his mod out, so people who legitimately want to play can't. So I've decided that I'm not going to go for that mod. I've decided what I'm going to do in zombies. I've decided what I'm going to do instead is I'm going to go to a mod that was going to be in my last mod pack, although I never got around to actually making it properly, which was some good cave sounds. Ooh, that looks like... Actually, that doesn't just look like... I can't believe how dark that was. I'm sorry, I didn't even think of 6. I need to get a little bit more stone. Oh, zombie. So yes, what I was going to say is, that's a zombie dungeon. Either that, or that's a dungeon with a bunch of zombies spawned in it. Because I'm hearing zombies, I'm not hearing any of the other sounds, so it's either a creeper dungeon, if they even exist, with zombies in it, or it's a zombie dungeon. So I don't really want to muck around with that at the moment, seeing as I have basically nothing. So I'm going to come up here, and what did I want to do? I wanted to make some charcoal to make some torches. So I have installed Mine Factory Reloaded. I've also installed power converters, and you need at least one of those. I've also installed, you know what? That's all I can remember at the moment. I'm positive there's others in there. Actually, I know for a fact there's others in there. Yes, I've also got the weapons mod. So something like, there we go. So I've installed the weapons mod. I have also installed a number of other mods that I just can't think of at the moment, but it's okay, they're all going to be in the list, and I do intend to use all of them. You might think that it's a slightly unusual mod configuration, but what I have done is I have set this up so that the same pack that you can use to play single player, all of the mods that I've picked are mods that have bucket ports that you can play multiplayer with. So what that means is, and I'm hoping to set this up very, very soon. I've currently got D-Wingit, who's also testing the pack for me, and is going to do a bit of a let's play with it to basically help iron out bugs and things. But the idea is going to be that without too much difficulty, I can load this pack, I can load this save game from my single player world onto a server, and then I can have people come and actually, rather than having like a separate multiplayer let's play and single player let's play, I can have people join me in my single player world and actually play with me in my single player world, and then I can just go back to playing normally after that. So I think that's really like the best of both worlds. It means, you know, I'm having a multiplayer server that people can play on and join me on, but you know, people, rather than just saying, you know, it'd be cool to see you do this in your single player world, people are going to be able to join me to do it with me. So hopefully you like that idea. Please let me know in the comments what you think of that idea. It feels kind of really weird with all these vines and things. So there we have some, let's make some torches and go check out that dungeon. I'm sure I'm going to need more than just like a wooden sword. Let there be light. It's just so. Torches to the left. Lots of iron, and whoa, that looks like lots of copper. Lots and lots of iron. I'm going to come back and get all that in a second, so don't worry about that. I'm just wondering how I can light this up to make it really easy to see at night. It's looking good. Light this up a bit as well. Starting to wonder if 13 torches is going to be enough. Whoops. Okay, so that's, well, that's one torch down. I wonder how that's going to work for me. So because this is a 1.2.3 world, one of the first things I would like to do is build some kind of really high tower and build a base in it. I reckon that'd be cool. Something lots of people... Oh, where did you come from? Beating a zombie up with a sapling. This is just not right. Okay, let's put a bit of light out here. I'll light this up. Don't want more creatures spawning than I can handle. Okay. For those of you doing a death count, as you know, is typically my way, 1. So now let's try and see if I can get back down and get some of my stuff. Actually, you know what? I might have some coal in this furnace here that I can make some more torches, so at least I'm not going empty-handed. And I do. Beautiful. I even have some wood that I can make sticks with. So I'm not going to be empty-handed. I didn't mean to do that. I actually meant to keep some of the wood to make a sword. But I'm going to beat these zombies with sticks until they give me my stuff back. Okay, let's put those torches back where they were. Skeleton, hey? How did you spawn there? Why did you spawn there? I thought this was really well lit up. It's like torch, and then there's a torch, and I don't know what's going on. I don't see why these guys are spawning like this. Actually, something I have just noticed is that I think I've got the brightness on moody, which is not going to come out that well on YouTube. So, torch. Found my stuff now. Ooh, uranium. So yeah, so I have the Balkan's weapon mod installed. I've got equivalent exchange installed, although I guess this is probably a really good time to get out what I plan to do with equivalent exchange. Although I have equivalent exchange installed, I intend to not use most of the items that are part of equivalent exchange. I find that it kind of throws off the balance and offsets the rest of the mods. So I intend to use the divining rods, I intend to use the alchemy bag, and he broke my steps. I intend to use the alchemical chests, but I don't intend to use the talisman of repair, and I don't intend to use the collectors or any of the other, I guess, items that you need the collectors for. So none of the dark matter items, none of the condensers, so basically nothing that lets you convert an item into another item, and nothing that lets you basically create something out of nothing. So you might wonder what the point is in using equivalent exchange. It's basically that I really like equivalent exchange as a mod. I really like the divining rods. I think divining rods are an excellent idea, but I just don't. I think it distracts from the rest of the mods. You know, if you've got equivalent exchange and you can basically produce red matter out of nothing, and you know, if you can basically have all your tools repair themselves, you just don't really have to be careful with what you're doing. You just kind of do whatever you feel like, and nothing really matters to you. And I think, you know, the whole having to go and having to find items and having to mine them, and, you know, feeling really good when you find a diamond, I think that's part of what makes Minecraft fun. And skeleton, okay, I can get this guy. Apparently he can get me first. Aha, come on. That's embarrassing. That's not where I meant to put that torch. I'm gonna get that in a second. Time to heal. Oh, really? It's like a sniper skeleton. I'm gonna die again. I'm gonna hide in the corner. Hiding in the corner. Hiding. Perfect. Time to not die again. Death count is... I think the death count's only 1. I'm gonna have to find like a chest and put cobblestone in it or something. One piece of cobble for each time I die, so I can keep a bit of a death count for everyone. Boop. Boop. Aha. Damn it, I thought I outsmarted him. Haha, I did. See, I knew I was going to get him. It's just a matter of time and a matter of getting smacked a few times. Okay, so I can hear lots of spiders too. Oh, found him. Don't want to mess with him. What I'm going to do though is I'm going to collect lots of iron and see if I can start making myself some good stuff. Actually, I'm probably going to need to make some more charcoal, and once I make some charcoal I can make some coal, and then I can get started with, sorry, I can get some cobble, I can get some charcoal, and then I can start going with equivalent exchange. Then all I'll need to do is find some redstone. Well, I've got 8 pieces of iron so far. Actually, the next thing I can probably do is I can get started with Mine Factory. Because Mine Factory, another skeleton. The Mine Factory requires you to have coal and iron. And then you can create some cool automatic sort of systems, but you basically in every case need redstone because you need to turn the machine on and it needs a redstone signal to power it. Something that you may notice during my time of playing is that it looks like I'm finding copper and tin ores that look different. There's a I guess there's a function that you can turn on and off. Yeah, sorry, there's a function that you can turn off in your red power config and in your industrial craft config as to whether you want to create each of their individual kinds of ores. And so the decision that I made is, you know, yes, I want the world to keep spawning all those ores because, you know, I don't mind the fact that you get a couple of different kinds of ores. The Forge dictionary works. The downside of the Forge dictionary is it doesn't quite work if they're different kinds. So sometimes you'll find that I have copper and then I have another thing that says that it's copper but won't stack with the other copper that I have. That's just a bit of a downside of having the 2 kinds of copper. I don't think that's a big problem, you know, I can cope with that. It's like it's 2 different sort of strains is not what you would have with copper. I did a lot of chemistry, so I should really know what I'm thinking of, but I've just blanked at the moment. But you have 2 slightly different isotopes of copper. And isotopes doesn't make sense in this context because you're just kind of finding it. Where are these creepers coming from? But yeah, part of the reason... He blew my torch up. These people have really got to stop blowing up my torches. I haven't got enough of them to keep doing that. So there you can see that there's a different looking copper. So you can see that I now have 9 of that copper and 3 of that copper. There'll also be 2 different kinds of tin, and I think that that's kind of balanced. That there'll be more ores by the fact that, I mean, I really want that. By the fact that I can't use equivalent exchange to just poof them out of nowhere. And before everyone yells at me and screams at me, I'm going to look at what's in the chest. Oh, I've got a music disc. And I'm going to get the stuff out because I know in the past I've occasionally forgotten to go back and look at what's in the chests. I would not do that this time. So where's my cobble? I'm just going to put a piece of cobble in this hole to block it back up. It's night, well, obviously it's night time because there's things spawning and dropping down on me. I was sure there was some more over here that I wanted some more copper. No, sorry, not copper. There we are, some more iron. So basically, this I just wanted to be a short sort of intro to the mod pack so that you guys could get a bit of an idea of what it's like. Like I said, I will list all the mods in the description to show you what's in there. If you can think of any mods that are bucket mods that would work well on a server that are also single player mods. Now the bucket part is very important. If they're not bucket mods, then I can't use them on the bucket server, and so they're not that good to me. So if you can think of any kind of other mods that you would like, please let me know. I can update the client. I don't actually right now know what block IDs I have free because NEI is not installed. Ooh, mushrooms. And I don't have anything good. Anyone want to see what happens when you chop down a jungle tree? Let me know in the comments if you want to see what happens, because at the moment I just don't want to do that yet. I want to just get some of these smaller trees out of the way first, and I like that jungly sort of feel. So yeah, so here we take a piece of iron, surround it with coal. So I might do 4 lots, and that creates a steel bar. So steel bars with things in the middle can create different machines. So that's a fertilizer. Nope. So steel can also be used in place of refined iron, so that will allow me to kind of get started with macerators and things like that without wasting excessive amounts of iron. Oh, daybreak. So I guess I will call this Surviving the First Night, mod pack style. So I'm going to cook that up, make myself some torches, and actually what I think I might do is just try and cows in the trees. You stupid cows. I was hoping to get up somewhere a little bit to have a bit of a vantage point. So Optifine is installed, so I can zoom and have a bit of a look around. Whoop. Okay. Bug number 1 noticed in my pack. I have the same key for my zoom key as I have for the Optifine zoom. That's better. Wonder how I managed to mess that up. Oh, burning zombie. Never mind. Once I work out how to do that, I'll make sure that my updated pack has the updated keys in it so that they don't clash. So I hope you enjoyed this episode. It's just been it's been pretty cool. I found a dungeon. I found some iron in the dungeon. I've found some other cool stuff. So in the next episode, I think I'm going to make some mine factory things. Not sure yet what I'm going to make. I'm thinking that I might end up making some... might make a harvester in like a farm or something like that. I know that I need a whole lot more seeds to be able to do that, seeing as I currently have a total of... oh sure, I have one. Seeing as I currently have a total of 0 seeds, and I want to make a craft guide as well, so I'm going to just plant this out a little bit. Excellent, I have a seed now again. Just the one. Don't want to have too many seeds. I can hear like zombies and stuff jumping around everywhere, so this would be super awesome if I found that I was really close to another dungeon. But if I did kind of find I was right next to another dungeon, I'd at least hope that it was something useful like a skeleton dungeon. Because zombie dungeons are only good for EXP and food. And they're not much good for either of those. So let's go... start here. And make some food. Because otherwise I'm going to starve. That's not too bad, I doubled my numbers. Let's see if we can do it again. 5, I've done better than double. So now that I'm kind of getting somewhere with my food, the next thing that I'm going to do, I guess, is going to be a hunt for redstone, because you can't really do anything much without redstone. And I'm not going to have a talisman of repair, but I am still going to be able to use covalence dust to repair things. So, oh wow, lots of bread, but very, very little seeds. That's okay. Those will grow and those will do their thing, and I'll be fine again. I need some way of harvesting mass amounts of seeds. Should be using the sickle. So yes, I once again got a little bit distracted and ran on longer than I was hoping to. Thank you very much for watching. I hope you've enjoyed the episode. Please let me know what you think of the idea of my pack. I plan on just doing a little bit more bug testing with it, and then I'll make it available to everyone for download. So again, thank you very much for watching. Astocky out.